things a younger audience like that to shop at Topshop, to go high school, Facebook, yeah, just people.
Okay, we're going to start off by, if people are following the Cadbury's group on Facebook and Twitter, there will be like some sort of leaked information about a new chocolate coming through, where really it would just be Turkish Delight being relaunched. And then, within the first week of it being advertised, we wanted to have as much exposure as possible, so there's going to be adverts on TV
so
everywhere.
recognised as soon as possible.
So then it's like proper, like, really in the customers' faces. So and then we'll lower the advertising and rely on word of mouth for customers to carry on getting the views and making sales.
We've decided to, in the first week, we decided to view the advertisement five times on E4, which altogether costs up to 22,500.
And that's in the prime time slot as well.
Yeah, prime time slot. And on ITV, we've decided to do. This is the only like how many times are we doing? On the weekend on ITV, we're gonna do it on the first mid-break of news, which is that's also 27,000. But altogether, it costs about 54,000.
And
on
just
the
for
weekend.
just for that week, it will cost
765,000.
£765,000.
And then the following week,
Obviously, because we're lowering the exposure, we won't have as
we'll
much
work out how
adverts.
much we can do it, which is twice on E4 and once on ITV again.
Okay, this is our schedule for when we carry this out. So we're aiming to do our pre-production in the holidays. So when we come back, it's already done, and it's just really finishing up, making sure it's okay to carry on filming. And then on the first weekend, we want to film it, and then we'll upload our footage on the first lesson back. And then we're not going to like cut it down and edit straight away. We're just going to put the pieces in the right places first. And if we've missed anything out, we'll make a list of it, and then we'll film again, take a camera on Friday of that week, and then film it on that weekend hopefully. And then we'll upload our footage and start cutting it and adding graphics. Because it's a short piece, it won't take that long. So we're hoping to get that done in one lesson. And then we'll add music, and then we'll leave it to you guys to market, and hopefully we'll be done. And add in anything we do need to. But hopefully we'll be done on the Friday, 21st of June. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening.
Well done. I'm a little bit confused about who your target audience are, because there's two things going on here. You've got a USP, which is that it's a luxury chocolate. We've got an advert that in no way suggests anything about luxury, and a target audience who aren't that interested in luxury. I'd imagine young people wouldn't pay £2 for a bar of chocolate. So you're saying it's a luxury bar of chocolate but it's cheap, but your advert's got nothing to do with that. And then your audience are young people, but you're going to spend basically 2/3 of your advertising budget on 2 breaks in between the news. I didn't know loads of young people watch the news. I think there's a bit of confusion here about what's going on.
As we're still going towards our older audience, that's why we
Right,
put
so that's
it
for the older people.
Yeah, that's why we put it on the weekend only for like in between
Right.
the news.
And then we was hoping that the cheapness of the chocolate would like attract younger people to luxury chocolates.
Right, I think you maybe need to just explore that USP a little bit, because I don't think the fact that it's a luxury chocolate is a USP that you're exploiting in your advert, which is fine, but then what are you exploiting? You're exploiting this element of it being crazy and different and unusual from normal chocolate. That's a different thing to saying it's luxurious. I think you need to sort of really nail that down, otherwise the audience is just going to go, I don't understand what am I being sold.
Yeah, the idea actually reminds me a lot of the Skittles advert where he touches it and the desk turns to Skittles. It's got that, you use the word surreal in there, and it's got that same sort of surreal quality to it. I definitely agree with Miss though. You don't have to keep the luxurious element of it. If you're relaunching it, that's fine, and if you're relaunching it for a younger audience, that's even better. But that is definitely something to think about. If you want to keep that aspect of it, figure out a way to put it in. If not, get rid of it. Harlem Shake.
Yeah, basically, what was the first one was the football one, right?
Yeah.
When he goes on a little date with his girlfriend.
No, we're not actually going to have the Harlem Shake. It's going to be something similar.
Something similar to the Harlem Shake. It's not actually going to be the Harlem Shake because we thought, because the younger audience know about that a lot, that would catch their attention in the advertisement. So if we add something like that in, it would.
So would that be like would that be the last thing that we see in the ad?
Yeah, that's the last thing because he'll eat the Turkish delight and then it will zoom out and all you see is people behind him in the sand, belly dancing.
And would that in terms of getting enough people to do that, would that be doable for you?
That would be, yeah.
Okay. Can't think of anything else, miss.
So I like that idea because I think that it will be social network. People will join it. So that's quite nice that you've put that together.
Yeah, and it could be again part of that bigger campaign where, you know, Turkish Delight Cadbury's piggyback onto that and get other people to send in what's the slogan again?
Have you ever been Turkish Delighted?
Right, so they could do a thing, have a YouTube channel where people send in their Turkish Delighted moments where, you know, people in offices or whatever are doing it so that they can sort of go onto the back of that Harlem Shake thing. I think that would really work, and that's probably something you need to maybe bring a bit more forward, that sort of fun, different, because it is a different sort of chocolate bar. It's not like, a lot of people don't like it because it's not really chocolate. It's a sweet and a bit of crappy thin chocolate. So you want to say it's about being different, and I think that emphasises the difference, which is really the unique selling point rather than the luxury. I think that your idea is actually there. I think it could be very, very funny. What I think you need to be careful of in terms of filming it is that we're not held at a distance where it's like a stage and we're just watching it. You need to make sure you've got a lot of range of shots in it.
So what you need in terms of things to watch, like ideas, go watch how A, Bollywood dance scenes are shot, and B, how meals are shot. And I know that sounds strange, but there's a way of shooting a meal. There's a way of shooting people eating together. If you watch anything from a sitcom to a film to any advert as well, watch those kind of adverts, like the bird's eye adverts and things like that, where there's the pair of kids all sat around the table. Those kind of things to get some ideas.
Like that.
Exactly. Again, just watch as many of them as you can to get some ideas as to how you want to shoot it in terms of your camera language.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much. I think that could be a very funny advert.
Well done, guys.
Thank you. Make sure that you log out.